welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Margaret and I am a homeschooling mom to an upcoming 5th grader. In today's video, I am going to be doing a video about what we plan on reading this upcoming. For the last few years, my son has not really liked reading. So what I like to do is I like to choose different types of books that my son may or may not enjoy. I try to have him do a variety of books of what he can read. So what I like to do is I like to take my son to the library, and that way he has a variety of choices that he could pick from. I also have my son choose books that he might like to read or that he is interested to read on his Kindle. He has a Kindle, and I want to say he has about 200 books on there, and he likes reading on there as well. I won't include what we have on there, but he does have a variety on there as well. So what I have here is I have a whole list of books that we are going to be reading. We're going to be reading books from Brave Writer. We are going to be reading books from Sunlight, and I also have a whole list here of books that we have decided that we want to read. There are a lot of books. My son likes to set reading goals for the whole year, and honestly he has already met half of his goal, so we might have to change it. And this may include some of the books that we do have, but we are doing pretty good. Okay, so what I'm going to start with is Number the Stars. I know a lot of us has read this book back in elementary school. I was about my son's age, so I thought this would be the perfect time to start reading this. We have Charlotte's Web. We actually read this before, but my son really loves this book, so we are going to read it for the second time. And to go along with it, we have The Trumpet Swan. And honestly, we've never read it. We tried to, but we really couldn't get into it because my son wasn't really understanding what was going on, so we are going to try to go ahead and jump in it this year. Then, of course, by the same author, we have Stuart Little. I honestly did not know that this was a book, and so I'm really excited. So next we have is A Wrinkle in Time. We actually seen the movie, so we are really excited to read it. I know that movie and books are really different, so we are curious how it is going to compare to the movie. Then we have Alice Adventures in Wonderland. I really love the movie, and so does my son, so I hope that it's just as good as the movie. I also want to say that we are actually reading right now Anne of Green Gables, the first one, and we are about halfway through, and so far we are loving it. Next we have is The Lemonade War. I have the first 3 books here. The Lemonade Crime and The Bell Bandit. We actually read the first 2. We actually like it so much that we probably will reread it. There are, I want to say 2 to 3 more books included in the series, and once we do finish the last one here, we are going to go ahead and we're going to get the other ones. So what we have here is Star Wars, the story of the Darth Vader. My son loves Star Wars, so I know this will be a good fit. And we have another Star Wars here, the Star Wars and Obi-Wan and Anakin Adventure. It does have a few pictures in here, and my son will really enjoy this. We also have Trouble Next Door, Little House in the Big Woods, The Wrigley Riddle, Hey Kids, Let's Visit Chicago, Lightyear, Shark Island, and The U.S. Born Book of Young Puzzle Adventures. This has little pictures. Well, I shouldn't say little, a lot of pictures in here. So I know my son will really enjoy this. Next we have Magic Tree House books 1 through 4. Dinosaurs Before Dark, The Night at Dawn, Mummies in the Morning, and Pirates Past Noon. My son actually really loves these books, so I know this would be perfect for him. Next we have the Night Zookeeper books. I have Night Zookeeper, The Lioness of Fire Desert, The Giraffes of Whispering Wood, The Penguins of Igloo City, The Bear of Flying Mountain, and The Elephant of Tusk Temple. Next we have is the Jurassic Camp Cretaceous. Like in my last video mentioned, my son is really obsessed with dinosaurs. He loves all the movies. He loves the Camp Cretaceous show. So we are going to be reading Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, and Volume 4. Next we have up is actually a series, and this was actually gifted to my son a few years ago. He read most of them, and we are doing a reread because he just loved these books so much. So this is The Bender of Doom. We have Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, and Volume 4. Now this actually connects to the Bender of Doom that I had just showed you. This is actually called the Notebook of Doom. We have here 1 through 13 that he is going to be reading. He really enjoys these. They are really cute little stories. They have little black and white pictures. My son, he just devours these. He really enjoys them. And I know that they probably aren't on his grade level, but as long as he's reading, I think that is amazing. Now I have here 2 piles. I have a level 4 pile and I have a level 5 pile from the Gonna Be Beautiful. I had these, I want to say last year, but we did not get a chance to read all these, so we are just going to go back and just read some that we didn't, and then just do a reread on the ones that we really did enjoy. So what I have here is The Mystery of the Night Explorers. I have, this is actually a box set, so it is syrup, pumpkin, ginger, and spice. We actually read Pumpkin, Ginger, and Spice, and that is a really cute story. We have Pretty, Lions in the Barn. This is another good one. Johnny McKee and the Big Flood, and Buzztail, the Story of Rattlesnakes. Now these are the level 5s. Ponies for a King. Number 11, Popular Street. Back to Popular Street. Sea Turtle Swims the Ocean. Tino and the Typhoon. Gia Marie and her Golden Bird. And here, this was also gifted by my son's old preschool teacher, and we actually really started it. It is the Prince Warriors box set. It comes with all 4 books, and actually when you take it out with the pictures, the first 3 books, they connect into one big picture, and on top of it you get this really cool map that you get to see where they are talking about, and I thought that that was really amazing. We actually started the first book, and we are, I want to say, on chapter 2 or 3, and it is amazing. So when I read the reviews on this, it was saying that it is like a biblical Harry Potter, and my son loves Harry Potter. So this is the reading that I had chosen for my son. My son has been loving reading, especially ever since we have started our break. I try to have him read from 30 to 45 minutes. I do encourage him to read before bed, just to get him to relax and just to end the day calm. So we do try to read together a lot. I do have him read independently as well. Everything that I showed you is not everything that we're going to do for the whole entire year, but most of it I do plan to, but you know, plans can change. If you do like content like this, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you could get notified when I post new videos. But until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.